I sit here as a life coach with dealing with men, trying to find purpose in our lives, something that isn't just our daily 9 to 5, just a fucking paycheck. But then I wonder, like, is it purpose that's really causing us to struggle? Is this what we're dealing with as men, and why a lot of us are struggling? Is it really that we have no purpose, or is the thing is that it is our purpose that is giving us these issues, these problems? Maybe it's not the purpose itself, but just the struggle of the journey, I guess. The world is definitely a lot different than what it was in our parents' times. I know, being a 37-year-old, the world has changed a lot even since fucking 9/11. I got to see the world close itself off, and uh, everybody essentially become hermits. We lost that love thy neighbor. How many of us actually know our next door neighbors anymore? What happened to the block parties? Barbecues together, everybody coming over for hockey games or a kid's birthday, or even welcoming a new person into our neighborhood. Is that what we're missing, and not necessarily purpose in life as men? Is it because we're, we don't value true, real, honest brotherhood like our fathers did? Some of these men, a lot of these men either fought for our countries, served in the military, built these countries from the ground up, and construction and trades and stuff, working alongside each other in the trenches, spending more time with each other than their own families. And nowadays, we don't even, we're not at work even when we are at work. You see it so many times. More people are more checked out than checked in. We don't rely on each other. We don't lean on each other. We don't build each other up anymore. I see it as a welder, as a tradesman. There's more of us beating each other down and picking each other apart than lifting each other up. And where does that leave us? Fucking alone. Doesn't matter if you're serving your life purpose as a volunteer in the community, or helping with charities, or being a big brother, or even if your life purpose is to be a father, a husband, a brother. I When you don't have that sense of community, where where do we get anything from? Motivation wise, happiness, again, that sense of purpose. you know we don't get to enjoy things. Yes, love family and everything else, but when you can't even go outside with friends and socialize, and your kids and stuff, like, they're so involved in tablets and computers these days, like, we don't get together with our friends and their kids to hang out anymore. I think maybe we're not lacking purpose, it's we're lacking that sense of community, that sense of brotherhood, that sense of closeness. Maybe that's what we're actually lacking.